Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist. We're gonna talk about Seint Makeup. We're gonna talk about the basics. You've heard about Seint Makeup, you wanna try it, where do you start? Well, if you're just wanting to try it, this is what I recommend. One brush, this is the detail brush. I like this brush because it's great for all over color. The squared, dense top is great for contouring. This end is great for applying and for your under eyes. So good. So what is Seint? Seint is a cream-based 3D foundation. You've got your main highlight, foundation, brightening highlight, a concealer, a brightener, starting to add our dimension into our face, contour, I'm using olive, and then a blush, and this is Frenchie. And these four colors are all foundational coverage. Even this one right here is foundational coverage. So I'm gonna show you how to apply the makeup. Get a setting spray. Spray it up if you're using Seints, let it fall on your face. It's great to prep, okay? It's great to prep. I'm just gonna press this in. The mister isn't quite so misty, which is why I spray it up and I let it fall. Okay, we're gonna get into the brush. We're gonna use the dense end, the bigger end right now, and we're going to apply our main highlight. I have problematic skin, or I used to have severely problematic skin, so I have scarring. So I'm gonna use this big end and we're just gonna tap into this and I'm going to apply this to the lower part of my face, and then I'm going to build and I'm gonna bring it up onto the apples of my cheeks. And I'm doing this and pulling it into the creases of my nose because I have redness, I'm trying to cover that, and I have scarring and I'm trying to cover that. And this is the only place, as I pull it down my chin, this is the only place I'm going to be applying my foundation because like I said at the beginning, everything is the foundational coverage. And so you want to stamp this into your creams and then you just want to stipple this up. I have larger pores on my cheeks, and so I like to stipple over them because it helps to camouflage large pores, fine lines, wrinkles, texture basically. If you have texture on your skin from scarring or acne, pores, fine lines, wrinkles, whatever, the things, stippling this on is going to camouflage it, not wiping it and circulating it. A lot of people like to do that, but if you have those areas where you have extra texture, say you just have a couple blemishes in one area, when you bring it, circle it everywhere else, but once you're on that texture, just stipple over it. It just helps, again, camouflage. So this is the only place I apply my main highlight is on my cheeks, and then I pull it inward because I'm going to be adding brightness here, so I don't need to stack it. Nothing here needs to be stacked. All right, we're gonna go into contour next, and I'm gonna do contour next to create some no-fly zones. And we're gonna go in and I'm gonna push and just swirl. I'm not moving my bristles, I'm just working it into the tips. When you put on any of this product, you don't wanna see your bristles sticking together. I'm using olive. My main highlight right now is Sandy, and I am going to wipe my brush across my forehead like this. And I'm again putting foundational coverage on, and I'm also creating dimension. And I didn't add that main highlight up here because again, foundational coverage. My contour is my foundation. I'm gonna go into this small end, I'm gonna grab into that brightening highlight, and we're just gonna stipple this between our brows, and then we're gonna fan it up towards that contour over our brows, circle, 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 pull, 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 and we're just gonna blend it in to that contour. And when they come together, it creates that foundational coverage. It bridges them together so you don't need that main highlight. Just like that. I have nice foundational coverage that also has dimension. So where they came together, foundational coverage with a true to tone color. Up here, I have a shadowing tone, foundational coverage, brightening, creating reflecting light and dimension. It's so easy. All right, we're gonna take this long edge of our brush and we're gonna push into our contour, and we are gonna create two lines on either side of our nose. Now, I have a bump right smack in the middle of my nose. It's a real problem. And so it's a real problem for me. It makes me work a little harder to contour, but what I like to do is draw a base outline. And then I'm just gonna stamp this up and down, and this has been a game changer for me. I always push it up. I'm gonna put my brightening on after because it can get a little hairy. It can get out of hand, it can get out of tone. I'm gonna bridge these together, but again, keeping that main contour lines on the outside. Blend, 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 tap, 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 bridging it together. We're gonna go back on that little pointy end. We're gonna pinch it like a line, grab it, and I am gonna create a straight line right down the middle. And then we're just gonna take what's left and fan it up just to tidy up the contour, because again, the lines don't need to be perfect. They get blended out to be seamless. I'm gonna use my finger on this straight line and I'm just gonna blend it out, tap it down, and it creates this beautifully contoured nose. So easy. Just lightly sweeping, cleaning things up right there. All right, pushing on that edge again. This is where you wanna live when you're in the contouring part of this big end of the brush. And I'm going to keep this towards the back. If you're learning to contour, don't follow the full natural shadow of your face. Hang it back. It's the best place to contour because you are gonna be blending this into your blush. And so it is going to be creating, it's gonna blend out, it's gonna blend up. We're gonna keep pushing this up. And so when I blend it, once I've added it, I blend it up and down a little bit, but I underblend it. When I add my blush, it's gonna blend it down, so we don't want to blend it to where we like it at the beginning, otherwise we'll blend it away and you won't see it. Grabbing a little more, and I'm going to go in front of my earlobe here, and I'm going to pull down my jaw. This is just going to hide my chins, my jowls, sharpen things up, give myself a little structure back here by pushing in front of my earlobe, and then I'm just going to pull it down. Really super simple, this part. This is what's nice. Cream makeups are incredibly forgiving. What's also nice is that this makeup, Seint Makeup, okay, there's other creams out there, okay? I want to do a comparison, and I actually ordered some, and we are going to do a comparison. Here's the deal. Even when you get into other brands of creams, it's still half the pigmentation. So traditional makeup, 18% pigmentation. You get into regular creams, 40% pigmentation. They double the pigmentation of traditional makeups. Seint is 80% pigmentation. So you need very little product and you still get amazing coverage. And it's light coverage, but it's doing coverage. It's very good. I don't know any other way to say it. The way I have my makeup on when I was wearing traditional makeup, it was heavy, it was thick, drying, it would crack, and it would crease because I had to put so much on. But with Seint, I'm able to put less makeup on so I don't get those problems, but I still get the coverage that I'm used to and that I love. And it looks like a second skin. All right, we're gonna go into our blush next. We're gonna use that big end. We're gonna tap into it. Always tap into it. And I'm gonna put this up here on the high point of my cheek, grab some more, high point of my cheek. I never, because I'm maturing, I am 42, because I'm maturing, I don't add the blush to the apples. As you mature, the volume of your cheeks are gonna break down. So if you add that pink there, it can very easily texturize your skin due to pores, but it can also look like clown circles. And we don't want that. So I'm gonna keep this up high, pushing it up towards my temple. I'm gonna smile, and then I'm gonna bring it down to my apples. Now I have problematic skin. I had cystic acne before changing to Seint, and with that came acne scarring. So I am very purposeful when I'm picking my colors. So if you ask for a color match, I just need a makeup-free selfie. And when you send that to me, I'm going to take into account if you're wanting the very basic setup. And so I will pick blush colors that would work. So if you have skin like mine that's problematic, I'll probably recommend Frenchie as your blush, or maybe Madrid. They're very simple, very easy colors that won't pull that pigmentation through. But this is just such a nice natural looking makeup, and you can use very natural looking colors. All right, last but certainly not least, this is the best part of the makeup. It's the under eyes. Using my brightening highlight. A brightening highlight is just simply a couple shades lighter than your actual skin tone. I'm going in on the small end. I'm gonna go under my trough. This is normal, this is natural, everyone has it. We're gonna put that brightening here, under that trough, and up here. And then I'm gonna bring this up towards the inner corner, and what's left on my brush, I'm gonna push on my orbital bone. And then I'm gonna bring it up, but as I pull up, I'm giving my eye some lift. And then right here, because I'm going under that trough and focusing on my orbital bone, that is going to camouflage any puffiness, and I'm using very little. Because it's lighter than my actual skin tone, it will look like there's more product than there is. But remember, it's lighter than our actual skin tone, and it's heavily pigmented. So you need so little. And if you're creasing or you're noticing texture, you've just simply put on too much. and that just means you need to blend it down more, pick it up with your finger. Very easy. If you notice any creasing, just tap it with your finger. You don't need to go find a brush or get more product. You just need to re-tap it out. But look at the difference of either side. It's so good. All right, again, tapping on that small end. This is a great end for correcting colors. If you're using color correctors, this is a great end for your under eyes because it is small and it gets you into all the areas that you are wanting to get into, and it doesn't get out of hand easy. So very little product. This is a buildable product. If you need more, grab some more, tap it on, but this has a dewiness. It's skin-like. This looks like a second skin, and so it's going to aid you in reverse. I promise you. You can try it. It gives you 30 days to return if you don't like it. And I like that it gives you 30 days to try and play with the makeup because it's different. It's a highly pigmented cream. It's not a liquid foundation that you use it with a concealer consistency and a powder. And so you just need to tap this out ever so slightly. Play with it. Give it more than a couple days. It's different. There is a learning curve. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, this is not what normal makeup looks like. So you're not going to put it on like normal makeup. Get it, touch it, feel it, rub it on your hand, get to know it, and use it on your face. All right, we're going to go in on that big end again, pushing onto that contour, and I am going to go under my lip here. And all I'm doing here is contouring. And I am creating a shadow above and below the mid of my lip. Just to give the illusion, this is going to accentuate the prettiness of a Cupid's bow and give the illusion of a shadow. We're going to take that small end. I love this brush. This is such a good one and done brush. And I'm just going to use my brightening to pull my lip up, give it some structure so it doesn't have that look of falling, which happens with maturity. We're going to put a tiniest bit on. We're going to hit these little peaks right here, tap it out. And this just, look at how pretty this all looks. It's so pretty. Now I have maturing lips from straws. You know, life happens. I haven't done any filler and I'm okay with that. I am going to take a lip liner though. You can use a contour, you can use the suede lip liner, but if you have a lip liner, this is good stuff because, woo! Let's find out where I dropped that. Ah, I got it. There we go. On my lap. If you have maturing lips and you like to use lipstick, it will bleed. Using something like a lip liner or a contour will help create a barrier to keep it from bleeding. And so I go between two colors. This one's my favorite with this particular blush color because my blush is going to be my lipstick. This is MAC Half Red. I love this color. And I'm just going to lightly outer line my lip, not outer line, but outline my lips, hugging the edge, and then getting that lower lip, hugging the edge. And we're going to sharpen color on the inner corners here. Woo. Got a little out of sorts. Okay. I hate lining my lips on a camera. Okay. So I've outer lined. This is a really great dark mauve-y color. It's so pretty, but it can easily get lightened with just rubbing. But I'm using a light lip color like Frenchie, and I'm going to put this on, and this is going to blend with that half red lip liner, and it is so good. Okay. I like a good neutral lip. Just put a little on each corner here to blend into it. I like having some darkness on the outer parts of my lip. Just like that. And that's it. So that's the basics. I was able to contour my lips, do a lipstick, do my whole face with the basics. It's that easy. It's such a beautiful makeup. So message me, click the link, get a color match. That's it. Have a great day.